Hello and welcome back to another video on the Moopa Troopa 7 channel. Today we are running this sweet Jeskai Reanimator deck that has been putting up some results in the MTGO leagues and challenges recently. Kind of a combination between a Jeskai, or like a blue-red discard deck with a bunch of the good red removal, um, as well as the blue-white Reanimator deck. So you're a lot more discard heavy and aggro focused than the blue-white decks. My sideboard isn't showing up now, unfortunately, but it's some Ghost Vacuums, some Sheltered by Ghosts, some Artifact and Enchantment removal, and a few Urbrask's Forge, and a No More Lies. I'm just testing this deck out now in preparation for Pro Tour Aether Drift, looking at it as a possible option to play, but it definitely requires further testing. But let's get into some matches with it. See you then. This hand is, I think, keepable. Do need to find white source, but there it is. And I have removal for whatever their next creature play is. Their next couple creature plays are, that is, what I meant to say. Looks like they are on Dimir something. Let's just run out this Steam Core Scholar. No reason to wait, I don't think. They kill it, but that's fine. I will draw 2. I will discard the Oculus. Have a ton of removal. I honestly don't love Scorching Dragonfire in this deck. I feel like there's got to be something better. They just run out Kaito. That's fine, though. I plus him. I'll just go Dragonfire. Torch the tower. And Helping Hand back my Oculus. Pass the turn over to them. Still have a Recommission in hand. Feeling pretty nice so far. I suppose we'll manifest that one. I think I'm liking this a little more than the blue-white Reanimator deck. I don't really love that one. I also love I think what's it called? What the Fear of Missing Out is really, really good in this deck. Wow. They are just going full on aggressive with that Soulstone Sanctuary. Pretty happy to see it here. Let's go for Recommission on this guy. Draw 2. We'll just discard a Torch the Tower. Or I guess I should have discarded Scholar. We'll put that into the yard. Go ahead and get in. Pass the turn. Make another Manifest here. Ooh, find a FOMO. Pretty sweet. What am I missing in my yard? Right now I don't have a creature. Do I have a land? I do have a land, so I have instant sorcery land. Need one more for Delirium. Opponent plays a Fear of Isolation. That's fine. Not a ton of tokens to sacrifice. I don't know how great Torch the Tower is here either. Let's go ahead and double block here. And I think we just kill them? Sure. That's fine. Take this 2 for 1. They play a Storm Chaser's talent. I will kill that thing. Yeah, we have Delirium now, which is pretty nice. I will just go ahead and... What do I want to do here? I think let's flip this guy up. Let's go to combat. Attack with both of these. Untap the Oculus. Let them double block, and then I will Dragonfire the Fear. Then I can go ahead and Helping Hand back. Didn't matter. They're just scooping it up. Makes sense. Go to game number 2. Feeling pretty nice in this matchup. What do I want here? I honestly did not look at the sideboard at all. Sheltered by Ghosts is going to be terrible here. think I just want more Scorching Dragonfire. Go down on a recommission. And do I want Exercise? Probably not, but I might want No More Lies over another recommission. I think it's usually pretty good to go down on the number of, like, reanimation stuff you have, because just everybody runs a couple Ghost Vacuum. Except, like, Mono Red. You probably want to keep them in against Mono Red, because you just kind of have to. This hand is not great. This hand is better. Put back this, because I do want to have my 1-2-3 curve. Start with a Spire Bluff Canal. Kind of annoying that I have mismatched arts for them, but oh well. They do nothing. Ooh. I find a Spyglass Siren, so I'll just run that out. And pass the turn. See what they do here. It's a Preacher of the Schism. That one is kind of annoying. I find No More Lies. Let's just play Prof's Eidetic Memory. Play, or map this guy up. And put a counter on him and just try and race this Preacher. I mean, Preacher's okay here, but just making the little tokens I don't think does a ton. Opponent attacks me for 2. They thinking about a Kaito, maybe. They decide not to, which I think is the right play. I'm gonna go for the Kiora this turn, because I feel like I have 2 cards that I'd like to discard. I find FOMO and Inti. Let's discard that and the Seachrome Coast. Then I'll go ahead and get this Steam Core Scholar back, or attempt to. Draw 2 more. Discard another Steam Core Scholar, or do I want... Nah, let's just discard the No More Lies. Who needs counter spells here? We'll target the Spyglass Siren with this. Or right now, they're going to flood Pit's Drowner to tap it down. That's fine with me. This is the Jeskai Reanimator deck that's been running around. It's basically the blue-white Reanimator deck, but you take away a lot of the bad white and blue cards that are really slow and put in red removal and discard outlets, and then you're a little bit more mid-rangey. It's pretty sweet. Oh, I meant to block that thing. Oh well. We should be able to kill Kaito no matter what here. Although, I guess not. They do that. Nah, we can still do it with Inti. Plus Profs. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and discard Oculus. Find a Shivan Reef and another Oculus. Then we'll put counters on... I mean... I don't need to do it on that, because it's going to get another counter, so let's just do it on FOMO. Get in with this. Discard... I think second FOMO. Hopefully find a land here. We don't. We find another uncastable card. This has trample, though. That's dead. We have a lot of stuff to do. I have a Torch the Tower, too. Do have to get rid of those two, but feeling pretty good. This deck is kind of popping off for me. This is only the first game, but... Okay, they can draw a card and lose a life. I'm okay with that. No blocks. I'm about to do so many things this turn. We'll Torch the Tower in response to the duress. That way they have nothing to hit. Aether Drift, so I'm in the streamer event next Wednesday, but we can't test against each other. And then after that, we're going to have like 2 days before I have to lock in a deck list. So I'm probably going to have to do expedited shipping and just get it all to your house after I decide on an exact list, which is kind of brutal, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm kind of looking at this deck a little bit. Discard these two. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice how much value I'm getting here. Okay, play that out. Play FOMO. I mean, they're just dead. They're just so dead. Alright, I will play first. I will definitely keep this. Go ahead and start on a Spire Bluff Canal. Pass the turn. I find an unsummon. I think here I'm just going to discard Kiora to draw a card. The best thing I have to recommission out. "15 seconds ain't too bad, honestly. But honestly, this deck is feeling pretty sweet so far if you're able to curve out. Although I haven't had a draw where I don't curve out yet. Maybe there's some more, like, I don't know, 2-mana things that I could be playing. I don't know if there's anything better than Inti, although they probably just printed some stuff in the new set. I definitely got to take a look at all that. Opponent's on some sort of blue-white list. Actually, let me pull up spoilers on the side right now. While my opponent takes their time. They're ossifying this. That's fine. I'll go ahead and Team Core Scholar, get some value with it. I think let's get rid of this Torch the Tower over the Unsummon. Although, oh, I think I should have done it the other way around. There is the Broadside Barrage, which seems to do that. We'll go over some of the spoilers and see what could be played in this deck after this match. Opponent plays a Mockingbird. Sure. I will... Wow, that's an insane draw. Oh my goodness, this deck feels so powerful. Y'all seeing this? So now I get to do this. I feel like what Inti was missing is a deck that actively wanted to put the cards into the graveyard. Because sometimes you don't get value out of Inti, and that's when he's not great, like if you're just getting the counter. But now I get this Oculus back, and it's looking pretty nice. Maybe they have a Wrath or something, and I'm just completely done for, but hopefully not. And let's recommission the Oculus. That might be one of this deck's weakness. Oh no. Stream's going down. I opened a Google Chrome tab. All right, I will close the Google Chrome tab. Hopefully that helps. And I get this Abhorrent Oculus into play. Manifest that one. Guess I should have done the other one to help with Delirium, but I think it's all right. There's Enduring Innocence. That's fine, though. All right. We are back. Offline for a minute, but should be working now. I need to go get some more water. Let's start off with the attack. Then I'm gonna bounce this Innocence, most likely. But we'll see what we hit with Inti first. Discard this Spire Bluff Canal. 2 triggers, and they concede. Cool. So likely not playing any Wraths if they're gonna concede to that. Scorching Dragonfire seems like it would be pretty good here. As well as maybe exercise. Yeah, probably exercise. Let's board the exercise in, and again, just go down the recommissions. Maybe unsummon isn't great here either when they have some stuff that has ETB triggers. And let's go up and no more lies, and I guess we'll keep one recommission in. But it does feel like you should probably just start cutting recommissions when everybody's boarding in Graveyard Hate. Helping Hand is still a pretty big part of your game plan, so you probably want to keep that in. But I don't know. The other thing is this deck doesn't hardcast Oculus very well. Let's keep this one. Maybe there's some stuff in the new set that'll help with that. Opponent goes for a Scavenger. I'm going to kill it. I think that's what you do with that card. Never let them untap with it if you have the option. Alright, so let's just play out double Spyglass Siren here. We didn't time out yet, so that's good. So let's just jam these Spyglass Sirens as planned. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Restless Anchorage. They haven't done a ton this game. I've found a Oculus. I'm going to go ahead and play this Prof's Eidetic Memory, start filling up my graveyard nice and slow for this Oculus. They're going to counter it. That's fine. I'll just go for a Thundering Falls. Don't want another Torch the Tower. Also do want to start filling up my graveyard, so let's just put that one away for now. I'll save one of these maps to sacrifice to kill something with Torch the Tower, probably. But for now, let's just go ahead and crack this map. Find Fear of Missing Out, which is one I definitely want. And then let's try and Torch the Tower that thing. See if they have another counterspell. They might. If Shard Mage's Rescue, sure. Then we'll go ahead and crack another map. Keep it on top again, play a tap land, and get in for 4. Just pressure as much as possible. Opponent has Sheltered by Ghosts, which is pretty annoying here. But oh well. I draw the FOMO. Play it out. Discarding, I guess, Battlefield Forge, although no, it should probably be Thundering Falls in case I draw something good. Didn't, so wishing I discarded the Battlefield Forge, but kind of got to play for high upside when my opponent is going nuts with a Silent Hole Creeper. Maybe I should have played it first to see what I was drawing into. Opponent has another Sheltered by Ghosts. That's pretty darn annoying. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find a way to kill that thing. Maybe it's possible to race it. I don't think so, though. Get to draw a card. I find another land. Let's go to the next game. Not able to cast this Oculus. That is what I was saying is kind of a big problem with this deck. But maybe I just have to run more recommissions so that I can discard the Oculus. Alright, we are back. Still unable to sideboard, so whatever. We'll just submit. Not going to try and figure out why Arena's not working right now. I will choose to play first. With a solid hand, let's keep it. A little bit slow to get started, but I have an exercise, which could be alright. Opponent's on a mulligan to 6 at least. We are in the Duskmorn room, which is pretty spooky. Alright, go ahead and play. I love Duskmorn. I want to get out there and say it. Just gonna run out profs now. No reason not to. FOMO is a solid draw here. Next turn I can just go for the Steam Core Scholar, though. Opponent stuck on only white mana, but they do have a Optimistic Scavenger, most likely holding up their Shard Mage's Rescue, so I'll just go ahead and make my creature big. Draw 2. Let's discard 2 lands. Start filling up the graveyard at least a little bit. I guess we'll see what they play here. If they want to go for Sheltered by Ghosts, that's fine with me. They're going for Shard Mage's Rescue now to, I guess, just get this thing as big as possible. And then go for the Sheltered by Ghosts. Maybe they have another Shard Mage's Rescue. Would be really, really annoying. Because when I go for this... Nope, they're going for Enduring Innocence. Sure. So putting the counter probably on Scavenger again. We'll see which one I decide to kill next turn. Might be the Innocence. I'd happily trade, too. Yeah. I mean, let's start with this. Discard. I think Oculus. Find No More Lies. Let's just go ahead and hold that up. Make this one bigger, get in for 5, and be able to counter pretty much anything that comes our way. Next turn, I can go for this exercise after I get some nice value on the counterspell. Getting in with both is crazy. Find a recommission. So let's just do that, and I guess, again, hold up the No More Lies. They counterspell, I will counterspell back on their counterspell. Pretty happy with this trade-off. And maybe I can get Delirium here, too. I have 3 types now. I need to hit Creature, or... Does Instant get me there? Instant doesn't, so let's keep the Torch the Tower on top. That one seems pretty good here. And we'll just get in for 5. Opponent stuck on lands, which is nice for me. Oh, I guess it would be better to put it into the graveyard. It doesn't really matter. We have land, instant, sorcery, which seems to be the usual types to have in graveyard. I guess with the additional one being creature. See if they have Sheltered by Ghosts, or maybe 2 Sheltered by Ghosts, or something annoying along the lines of that. Very Mastermind. Main phase, sure. And hacking? What does that mean? Go 6/6 there, because I don't think they can do anything that gets it big enough. And we'll double block this one. Keep the fear of missing out. I don't think they can do anything. Oh, they're just trading. Okay, maybe they have a Wrath or something? Unclear. I don't have to run anything out, though. Let's just get in. Oh, I have lethal. Okay, let's go for the kill then, I guess. They negate it. That's fine. They take a ton of damage here. Split up. I guess could be something they have. Let's just get rid of this Innocence, though. Pass. Get that. They play an Ossification, getting rid of my Oculus, but I still have Lethal in play, so that doesn't do too much. This hand is bad. This hand is also bad. Let's go to 5 and see if we can win. This hand is also bad. Alright, 4 land hand. Or 4 card hand. Oh. I think we're cooked here. Opponent is on that deck. Fine. We will take 1 toxic damage here. Sure. Have a Jawbone Duelist. I'm pretty just dead here, no matter what, unless I can go next turn, like, snap a big thing into my yard and then recommission it. I'm gonna counter that. I'll take a few more toxic damage. It has Finn the Fangbearer. These don't have Death Touch, though, so don't get any poison counters from it. Map up that. Find an Oculus. Steam Core Scholar is also pretty good. And we'll recommission it. Draw 2. They decline and discard these 2, and then I'll just pass. I mean, they don't have a ton going on right now. There's an Annex Center. What are they getting in with? Just Finn, so I will go up to 6 Toxic, which is pretty scary. Poison, excuse me. I'll play Inti. I'll pass. Opponent plays another Annex Sentry, sure. Getting rid of Inti, that's fine, though. And I think I have to do this. Unfortunately, I can't just bounce this Annex Sentry and eat the other one, because then I go up to 9 poison, and that's, like, not a spot I can win from. But I don't think I'm winning this game anyway. I guess I could find Oculus now, and that might be able to get me there, but probably not. Spyglass Siren also probably not going to do it. I think I'm just dead on board, huh? Let's go to game number 2 and hopefully do a little bit better against the toxic deck. That deck's pretty toxic. Okay, let's board in another Scorching Dragonfire and board out, I guess, Fiora maybe, or Unsummon doesn't seem great. I feel like we're pretty main boarded against them already. Or our main board is pretty good against them. Alright, solid hand here for game number 2. Much better than the first one. See what opponent does here. It's a Skrelv. So try and draw a card. Try and get these Steam's Core Scholars going. Try and discard Oculus. Opponent is attacking with Skrelv. And are they doing anything else here? We'll see. Play a Jawbone Duelist. Sure. I suppose I will play this Fear of Missing Out, discard the Oculus, draw a card, find nothing good, but I do have a 3/4 in play, so possibly good enough. I guess we'll see. Maybe can get some nice blocks going here. Hopefully, at least. Maybe opponent's a little bit stuck on mana. That's what it looks like now. So that's pretty good for me. They are going to get up to Corrupted by attacking with that Skrelv, or tapping that Skrelv to attack with it. Yep, my red creatures can't block. That's okay. I find a Seachrome Coast, which is pretty nice here. And I guess I'll start off by helping handing this Torrent Oculus. And then let's just Scorching Dragonfire the Jawbone Duelist and attack for 3. Start pressuring my opponent here. Try and get Delirium online. Neither of these really help, but that's okay. I might be able to get it next turn with this Steam Core Scholar. Opponent finds 3rd land. How am I up to 5 already? Oh, right, it has Double Strike and Double Toxic 1. Ugh, I forgot how that card works. Brutal. Okay. So they can't get in this turn, though, which is good for me. And I will go ahead and play out Steam Core Scholar. Draw a couple cards. I will discard. I just go decline and click on these two, I think. And then I get Delirium, and I can try and kill them this turn. As long as they don't have Unsummon. We'll get in with these two. Untap this one. And hopefully that's enough to kill them. Let's put the counters on you this time. Get in with the Oculus. I guess I could get in with that one now, too. They have to chump with their Jawbone Duelist. Yeah, definitely should have done that. Oh, well. Thinking this game is probably over. Yep. Cool. So, on to game number 3. I have a lot of removal. So that's good. I think I might want Exercise. A lot of their creatures are enchantments anyway. I could also just bring in a Sheltered by Ghosts for this Unsummon as an answer to the Hive. Let's just try that. I find a pretty mediocre hand, but I think it is good enough to keep. I do have turn 2 FOMO. If I find something to pitch, it'll be pretty nice. Opponent has Venerated Rot Priest. Do I want to do this? Yes, I think I just do want to run out the Spyglass Siren on turn 1. Pass it back to them. I'll take a point of toxic damage. Not much I can do about that. And then they pass. So let's go ahead and play FOMO. And get rid of this recommission, I think. Find a Spire Bluff Canal. And I'll get in for 1. Bum bum ba bum bum ba bum ba dum bum ba 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 da ba dum ba 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 da ba dum bum 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 bum. Okay, they play an Annex Sentry, killing my FOMO, but oh, unfortunate that I only have 1 red source. I guess I can just wait on the Sheltered by Ghosts and just go ahead and get in with this, discard this Oculus, and helping hand it back. That was a very good draw for me. Now we'll go ahead and get this guy back. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Got a lot of blockers, got a lot of attackers, only at 2 poison right now. Get the Steam Core Scholar into play. Didn't have an instant anyway, so don't need to worry about Delirium just yet. We'll see what my opponent does here, though. It's a Crawling Chorus, pretty mid card. And are they bouncing 2 of their own things? Aspirant's Ascent. So that's going to be 3 poison damage to me this turn. Are they doing another one? This is just spells, right? Target of a spell. Yeah. No abilities. Otherwise, it'd be broken with, like, Spell Kite and Shuko, stuff like that. Are they giving it plus... Oh, it's only 1/1s. Target 1/1 creature. Okay, it's any 1/1, though. Wow, that's kind of good. Suppose I want to get in with these two. And discard second Inti. Target this one. And I think let's just go ahead and Sheltered by Ghosts on this. Try and remove the Annex Sentry. Get back FOMO. Draw a card. And also flip a card. So we'll go for Thundering Falls. I guess I should have explored first in case there's a land here. But either way, it's fine. Scorching Dragonfire can stay on top. Let's make this one bigger. Opponent needs to have quite a few cards here to be able to get out of this and win the game. And I keep forgetting, I keep surveilling stuff to the top and then milling it over with Oculus, but when you have an Oculus in play, it's pretty unlikely that that's going to matter anyway, so... Oh, whale. Maybe they have a removal spell for the Oculus. Even with that, I think they're pretty darn dead. Another Seed Core. We'll be blocking as much stuff here as possible. Just block there. Yeah, they want to use both of these to pump it up and eat my face-down creature. That's pretty whatever for me. I will not mind. They just pump it up to trade. And they concede. So, nice match wins for this deck here. It's doing pretty well so far, although I haven't played a lot of meta stuff. I think I'll run a couple more with it. With a pretty solid hand here. Opponent is on some sort of mouse deck. They're getting mousy over there. That's fine with me, though. A manifold mouse here. That'd be a little bit annoying. Or maybe some sort of aura. Could be a Sheltered by Ghosts, I suppose. It is a manifold mouse. That's a pretty scary one. And they're getting in for 4. Not much I can do about that. Oh, we'll let them have it. And just gonna go for Profs here, I think. Start getting some big creatures on board to block the stuff they got going on. Find a non-painful blue land as well. Maybe I can trade off this Spyglass Siren for something of theirs. Would be pretty nice. Just looking to stabilize as soon as possible. Int pumps up their mice for the turn. Give that one double strike. And gets in with both. I will go for the trade on the Manifold Mouse. Probably play right into a Monstrous Rage. There it is. So taking a ton of damage here, but I'm not dead. And do they have more stuff to do? They have another Flowerfoot Swordmaster. So feeling pretty dead now, but I guess I'll give it my all still. Yeah, let's discard the Oculus and hope to find something to do with it. But probably very dead here. I think most spells kill me. We know they have a couple because they did miss a land drop over there. Or did they? No, they didn't. Or no, they did. Mabel. Heir to Cragflame. Giving that mouse... Yeah, I'm just dead. Okie dokie. No matter what I block there. I didn't know this pumped all mice. I don't know how I didn't know that. That's kind of insane, actually. Okay, so let's board in all the removal. Not the Urbrax. Board in the Sheltered by Ghosts. And then board out. Yora seems mid. And the Profs seems mid. And Inti seems kind of mid. Currently checking out some of the spoilers. Seeing if there's anything else that would be good to put into this deck. There is quite a bit of discard synergy. I know that's blue-red's thing in this set, so maybe there's something, but I don't see anything incredible yet. Let's keep this, and I think just throw away Helping Hand. Pretty nice here that I don't have any pain in my draw. Get rid of a Spire Bluff Canal. Find another Spire Bluff Canal, and I'll just go for the FOMO, pitching probably this Spire Bluff Canal that I just found, so at least I have a way to get rid of it. And I find even more land, but that's all right. Hopefully can get this Sheltered by Ghosts down next turn if they play like a Emberheart Challenger or something along the lines of that. Like they are just removing my thing, playing it nice and slow as the mono red deck does. Not usually. That was a bit. See if they play anything this turn. They do, so I'll get to counter it. Not a bad exchange for me. Up to 4 cards in yard, but I have 2 of these Oculuses, so this is why I was a little concerned about playing this deck. Is you can have these draws where you get the Oculi stuck in your hand. Although this is a pretty nice one, and I can kind of bait out if they have a removal spell or not by cracking the map on it. They probably do. Feels like they do. They do, and it's Torch the Tower, so I don't even get hard in the yard. Take 2. They have stuff to play after that. They do not. I find a Scorching Dragonfire, which is pretty good here. Would like 1 more card in the yard, but oh well. I will probably just take the damage here as well. And go for this on end step. If they want to Monstrous Rage it now, it's not as much damage on me. And if they don't, that's fine with me too. Cool. Find Inti, so let's run him out, and if they kill him, then I can Oculus next turn, and if not, I won't, but then I have an Inti in play, unless they have another Torch the Tower, which they do, so pretty annoying. But I just need 1 more card in the yard. Opponent's draw was super duper slow, although they have just successfully killed everything, despite playing a mono-red aggro deck. I find an unsummon, which, I mean, it gets me that last card, but I have to have a target for it. There's an Emberheart Challenger. Let's bounce this now. They can replay it again. That way, if I find an untapped land, I could Oculus plus Sheltered by Ghosts, but it looks like they're just holding up another removal spell for this Oculus. And I'm not even going to get any value out of it. Oh my god. This is very, very frustrating. But oh, oh well. We'll hope to find a way to reanimate it. That would be pretty nice. See if they were just sandbagging all their threats in hand, which wouldn't really make sense, but oh well. And untap, find tap land. Pretty bad here. Pass it back over. They probably have even more removal in hand. I don't know what else it would be, really. Okay, I'll take 2. Maybe it's just a bunch of lands. What I have, but yeah, this is the reason not to play this deck. The blue-white Reanimator deck is a lot better at filling up the graveyard. This one is. Guess we're not out of it yet. Opponent looks like they're flooding out pretty badly over there, too. I find a Spyglass Siren. Gonna attempt to crack a map on this bad boy and see what they do. probably going to kill it in response, but I'm just guessing based on how the rest of this game. Sheltered by Ghosts looking abysmal here. Okay, they burst lightning my thing. Surprised they haven't fired one of those off at face yet. But to each their own, I suppose. And I find another tap land. That does nothing. Find a bivouac. And I find another land, so I'll pass it back. I will take 5 damage here, putting myself down to 1. And I find a Torch the Tower, which no longer hits anything, so let's scoop it up. And I think call it for this deck for right now.